Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I want to do a chill talk with me, kind of like the My Life and Looks video. If you haven't seen that video, go ahead and check it out. Today I want to do something really similar, and I want to talk about why I deleted Twitter. Sometime last year around October or November, I made the fantastic decision, no, a life-changing decision to go ahead and just log out. I deleted Twitter, which was one of the best decisions I have ever made. Today, I thought we could have a cute little candid discussion about some of the reasons why I deleted Twitter and why it just truly had to go. Like, it needed to be deleted, erased, evaporated, eviscerated, just gone. Okay, one of the first reasons is protecting my interests. And there's, I don't think, a worse feeling of when you are sharing something that you like and somebody shoots you down and they're just like, oh, I hate that. Or they're like judging you for liking it. Can you leave me to my stuff? If I post about liking a song, leave it to Twitter to find 18 million reasons why that's wrong, it's bad. I don't know, there's just something like discouraging about liking something and having more than at least 50 people telling you how much they hate it and you for liking it. Like,
if you like this, you're a bad person.
unfollow me if you like this thing.
I'm seeing people say they like this thing. If that's you, go ahead and log out for me.
It just leaves a bad taste in my mouth. I just feel like if social media is for sharing and I share something, you shouldn't be shooting me down. But Twitter is like a cesspool for people reminding you how much they hate things and how much they hate you if you like those things. And it honestly makes you question your morals sometimes, or your taste. It could be a dress, it could be shoes. I remember back in 2019, maybe even 2018, when these shoes were popular. And I had a pair and I loved them, and nobody could tell me anything about them. They were so cool, so indie. And then all of a sudden, and when I say all of a sudden, I mean like a drop of a dime, they were the ugliest shoe in America. And if you had these shoes, you had bad taste. You were wearing clown shoes. They were just, I don't know if you remember this, but it was bad. It was bad. They were like, if you still have a pair of these in your closet, you need to get better taste. Like, just, whoa, okay. Seriously. It makes you have a reaction like, oh no, like, I like these shoes. I think they're good. And you might be thinking, okay, who cares? Like, if you like it, own it. Right. Easier said than done when you're on Twitter every single day and your first instinct is to kind of wince a little bit when people say they don't like the stuff that you like. And I don't know about you, but I have to protect my interests. I have to. If I like lava lamps, and I'm sorry, I just looked at my lava lamp and I'm using that as an example. But if I like lava lamps and you log on and take the time out to comment or retweet or whatever on my stuff and be like, I can't believe you like this. Like, it's really weird that you like this. And I just feel like people who like this are A, B, and C. And I don't know, like, if that could be you. Like, give me a second. No, honestly, sometimes you're the one who's in the majority and you're like, finally, people like things I like. Maybe I have taste. Maybe, ooh, like, you feel like you're in the in crowd. Yeah. Give it like a week. And I promise you, the tides will turn so fast. And all of a sudden, what was super cool, hip, and everyone's doing it, all the cool kids are in on it.
Boo! Boo!
Which leads me to my next point, which is looking to be agreed with. Yeah, let that sit for a second. Looking to be agreed with. Because sometimes your algorithm, actually most times, your algorithm will show you just the things that you like or interact with the most, which honestly makes sense. However, sometimes you will get the opposite of that, and you will find yourself looking for other people who agree with you. And even if you're not asking for others' opinions, you'll make tweets hoping that people will interact and like and agree with you. You don't want discourse. People will like delete tweets if it's too many people disagreeing with them on just basic stuff. Like, and you can get deeper, you can get political, of course, but I'm not even going there. I don't have to, because it's just the little things as well. Like, it trickles into real life too, because you'll be afraid to say things or voice your opinions without feeling like everyone is judging you automatically, like ready to tear you down. And Twitter is the perfect place for that kind of mindset to thrive, because people only tweet what they think people will like or want to hear. Or you have the opposite of people who only tweet things that they want people to disagree with, because on Twitter, at the end of the day, everything is for engagement. And honestly, doesn't feel very social. I have to say, Twitter is like a stage that people are standing up and doing their best stand-up routine, praying, hoping, wishing that people will agree, laugh with them, make them Twitter famous. Like, they want to be the popular kid, but of the Twitterverse, if that makes sense. I feel like it does. If you have Twitter, you understand exactly what I'm saying. But I also feel like this constant need for engagement can also lead to like being desensitized to hate, actually, which is crazy. In fact, it can desensitize you to a lot of different things, because once you find out that people are only posting things for you to engage with, the lengths people will go to get a click would blow your mind. It desensitizes you to bad news, graphic things that are not normal on other platforms. Twitter is like notorious for. And I feel like it normalizes a lot of things that are not normal. Like, to scroll past and just see like graphic imagery, I promise you that is not normal. It's not. But Twitter will really have you feeling like these are things that you should be able to see with your eyes every single day. Because once you delete Twitter, things that you used to just scroll by, you'll be like, oh, like you'll have a little jump scare. And you'll realize that this is out of the norm and not like the blueprint for what a social media app should be showing you. Tearing others down is a normal occurrence to you. Like, let's say you're not someone who actively hates on others, but seeing it, like scrolling past someone calling someone else ugly or annoying or doing too much, it kind of is high school. I have to say, it is kind of high school mentality, and it makes you feel like just being a troll is something that is normal, which it's not. It is not at all. And once I deleted Twitter, I definitely was like, oh, okay. Like, seeing people getting dogpiled every day for their opinions or like little trivial things is crazy. People go viral on Twitter all of the time because someone either took their video from a different platform like TikTok or Instagram, brought it over to Twitter just to have a ridiculous discourse that will get that person jumped, basically. You will have millions of views, thousands upon thousands of retweets and likes and comments, tearing somebody down. It could be for anything, like filming strangers. That's not normal. And Twitter is like the hub for random people doing random everyday things, getting dogpiled on for like everyday things. For example, somebody who isn't smiling in a picture where you feel like they should be, and everyone's just diagnosing. People are talking about how that person looks. We're finding out where they live, family, a background.
Her stitches were off, but I have to say something because this video has like deeply upset me, because if I was either of those women and someone filmed that video and it got that many views, I would be devastated. So basically the caption on that video is, it was this girl's birthday, but they chose someone else for the belle of the ball, which is the diamond of the season. And first of all, a lot of people go to the Bridgerton experience on their birthday. There's probably a lot of people's birthday in that room. Second of all, you don't know how she was feeling. There are plenty of times when I'm standing in a crowd and my face looks like that, because my face just does that. A lot of people's faces just rest like that. And to just see someone's facial expression and decide that you know their feelings and their story and then post it for clout and views online is weird. It's weird, and it's behavior that we need to stop normalizing. Second of all, the comments on that video, actually horrendous, like horrific to read. Just all of these women tearing down the woman who was picked as the diamond of the season because they don't like her dress, because it's neon green and it doesn't fit the theme. Guys, like, not everyone can afford to go out and buy a brand new dress to fit the theme. Not everyone has the time to go out and find a new dress to fit the theme. That might have just been the dress that she had, and she looked beautiful in it. I feel like so many people think that they are defending an underdog here when they're just being mean girls, and it's so disheartening to see like this kind of behavior be so common now on this app, because you know that like if you're just existing in real life, like you could be filmed at any moment by someone and turned into their content.
But you will have people running with narratives that they made up in their heads, typed out, and put on Twitter for engagement. Is that normal to you? Because it's not. It's not. This was one of the main reasons why I got rid of Twitter, because every day there is some new topic, new discourse, gay son or thought daughter, like it's always something. And once you delete the app, you realize that a lot of those conversations that are in your brain because you're looking at them and scrolling all day, you realize that when you log out, no one's talking about that. That's not an everyday conversation that you hear people talking about in a restaurant or a coffee shop. Nobody's discussing who should go 50-50 on a date in the restaurant. They tweeted that before they got out the car. Twitter will really have you thinking that these merry-go-round discussions that are always happening are actually like bigger issues than they actually are. Once you delete the app, once you log off, you will see that it's this big, actually. They're not topics that can make or break a relationship for real. If you didn't see it on Twitter, you're not talking about it. And that saves so much real estate in your brain for actual thoughts. Like actually having space to think about things that matter and not mulling over conversations and deep think pieces that you saw on Twitter will change your life, I promise you. Small intermission, I want to show you my earrings. They are little capybaras in a cup. Is that not the sweetest thing you've ever seen? Oh my god. Here they are. And here she is. Little baby. So sweet. Okay, and not to sound like somebody who is so well versed in tech that they just know it all, but I do have to say the interface is bad. Can I just say that? It's really bad. Once Twitter became X, it was like Elon Musk fired every employee that worked at Twitter. Everybody. Nobody was in that room but him, tapping away on his computer, updating X. I'm not gonna call it that. It's Twitter. Overrun with bots. Literally, you could type in any word and just AI generated, just random mush. Okay, it's mush that's gonna pop up on your feed and nothing is real. It's like none of these accounts are even real people. It's weird. I would try to bookmark a tweet and then it would switch with the retweet button. It was, girl, it was unusable. And then when you're like, oh, okay, I guess the button is over here now, you try to do it again and it would switch back. So it was just like, how do I use this? Like, you guys know that TikTok sound where it's just a whole bunch of voices talking at once and then they're just silent, or they like all converge into one quiet voice? Do you know what I'm talking about? I'll show you.
So yeah.
That's how it felt to delete Twitter. Like, seriously though, because all of the conversations, all of the discourse, it just goes away. You wake up and instead of the first thing you do, because I know you do it because I used to do it, instead of the first thing you do being to log onto Twitter and see what you missed overnight and what everyone's waking up thinking about, you wake up thinking about your life. You wake up thinking about what you need to do in your day for you. Decluttering your brain. It's like spring cleaning. Like you took your brain out of your head and just went, and then put it back in, and all you have are thoughts about regular, everyday things. It's really hard to care about so many things at one time. And I genuinely believe, and I heard Bo Burnham, I think, say this, that we're not meant to see everyone's opinion about everything all of the time. I genuinely believe that. I don't think that we were meant to log on and see what the whole world thinks about something that you enjoy, lest you log on and change your opinion when you see that the majority is against you. Or that even like one or two people didn't like it. For example, I feel like when an album drops, if you like the album, but everyone on Twitter gets it trending just to say that they hate it, you're like, wow, do I have bad taste? Do I not know what good music is? And then you have to remind yourself that everything is subjective. And if you like it, good, great even. People are allowed to like things and enjoy them without having to find out what everyone on Twitter thinks. Like, everything is not meant to be shared. You know what I mean? Sometimes things are just for you. And sometimes when you share things that are just for you, you will find that you're met with venom. To be super mega hater, actually the world is better when you lead with love. Sorry to get deep on you, but it's true. You're not meant to hate everything. Your first instinct shouldn't be to hate things. I always see people saying like,
oh, I hated this at first. I really wanted to hate this, but I actually like it. Oh, I came in here a hater, but now I like it.
why? Why didn't you just start out having an open mind? Why is it more popular to start off hating things? Because it gives you clicks, it gives you engagement, and that is what Twitter is for. I had to put me first. I had to put me first. Life after Twitter, honestly, for a long time, I kind of missed it. I don't know, like I'm sitting here ranting about how awful it was, but I will be honest, there is like a fear of missing out. With Twitter, you feel like you've missed the conversation. You feel like if you didn't log in, you don't know what's happening. You feel like out of the loop somehow. And the loop is truly a loop. It is truly an endless cycle. It's the same conversation remixed in different ways every day. And somehow you still feel like if you're not there for it, you're missing out. I promise you, you are not. My friends would send like different tweets that were really funny. I will say that Twitter had a lot of good jokes. It did. And they would send funny stuff and I'd be like, man, I wish I could get on Twitter right now. Like, I wish I could see this for myself firsthand. But honestly, just like everything else, tweets get recycled all the time. Whatever starts off on Twitter will end up on Instagram and it will end up on Tumblr eventually. The one thing that Tumblr really sticks to its guns about is the follower count. Only you know how many followers you have. Only you know who's following who and if they're following you back, vice versa, which I love. I love that because it gives you a sense of privacy, but also feeling like you can engage with any kind of content you want. And for the most part, no one is gonna bother you about anything that you like. You can just make a hodgepodge of things that you enjoy, and it is made by you for you. And if people enjoy what you're doing, they can just say like, hey, I like this, give you a little reblog, give you a little like, and you can become mutuals if you want, but only you two will know that you're mutuals. It's beautiful. Like, I know on Twitter, a big thing was like, you can see who's following who, and oh, she unfollowed her, and I was following her yesterday, but I see. On Tumblr, you cannot click on someone's profile and see who they're following unless they want you to. I love that. Bring back blogging. Yeah, bring back blogging. That's exactly what you can do. Tumblr is just blogs. Now, I will say it was much cooler back in the day when you could like have your own profile that you could add music to and like super cool themes. I do miss that. Mostly everything is made for the mobile interface anyway, so it makes sense that it's not as cool as it used to be, but it's still really cool. You can make the colors different. You can still customize more than you can on Twitter, at least. And I just really enjoy how it just feels like yours. Like Tumblr feels like your blog is your blog. I don't feel like I'm standing on stage trying to get my jokes off so people will laugh and engage with me. It's been a while since I've had Twitter, and honestly, I don't miss it anymore. I don't really think about it. I think about the things in my life. I think about what's real. I touch grass, and I feel like I've regained the ability to enjoy things without feeling like I have to go out and search and make sure that other people validate my interests. And it's really important to be able to decide what you do and don't like for yourself and not feel inclined to go out and seek and make sure that other people agree with you, or if they don't, change. You know, it's a lesson that we all should have learned when we were teenagers, and somehow Twitter re-implanted that insecurity in our brains, I feel like. And I'm making my own decisions. I know that might sound dramatic, but it's true. I am making my own choices and I'm sticking by them. And I'm not looking for other people besides people who I love and care about to agree with me or enjoy them also, for me to feel like I'm cool or validated or engaged with or seen. When you log out and realize that everything that feels important on Twitter is not in person, it changes you. It does. I don't miss it. I just miss the jokes. But like I said, they recycle and I will see them regardless. This was fun. I enjoy our little talks, so I hope that you enjoyed this. I really wanted to get this off of my chest. I've been meaning to talk about it, so I'm really glad that I made this video. If you enjoyed this video, I can think of about 2 things you can do. The first thing you can do is like this video. The second thing you can do is comment on this video. Let me know what you want to talk about next. Let me know what you want to see. And also, 1 like equals 1 person finally deleting their Twitter and touching grass. Yeah. So if you want that, you know what you have to do. I don't make the rules, I just enforce them. I really enjoyed my gaming video, so I will definitely be making another one of those. If you want to see another one, or you have a game that you want to see me play, let me know in the comments. And with that out of the way, I'll see you next time. Bye.